Hello and welcome to our expert talk today from the virtual fair from LiSEC, All-in-One Solutions. We are broadcasting live from the production site in Seidenstetten, Austria, and we are talking about a very interesting topic today. It's about the state-of-the-art laminated glass cutting technology, and therefore I'm very happy to welcome three experts on this field, which is Helmut Radl, sitting next to me, Daniel Stöffelbauer and Christoph Schörkhuber. And they will tell us a lot of information about the laminated glass cutting technology within the next half hour. Let me start with you, Mr. Radl. You have a new machine, which is the VSL-A, and you have a first customer, which is Glasperlmeyer. Can you tell us something about how did this go with this customer and what's new on the VSL?
Okay. Yeah, Glasperlmeyer is a very large customer in Austria. Yeah. He decided to go for a VSL-A nearly 2 years ago. Yeah. The machine was installed and of course the customer was quite happy with the machine, with the efficiency, with the production output, the glass cutting quality of the machine. So he decided in a very short time, after not even 1 year, to go for a second one. So he ordered the second VSL-A in combination with a complete cutting center. These machines are installed at the moment. The new machine is up and running, of course. Full satisfaction is guaranteed, as we say, but we will see some impressions anyway later on after this talk in a video.
Okay, interesting. Mr. Stöffelbauer, such a development like a VSL-A machine, there is a certain history behind this. Can you tell us something about the history?
Yes, of course. We began 2016 with the development from the VSL-A. Because the demand of LSG glass is currently rising and was rising the last year. The VSL-A is a concentration of more than 25 years of LSG glass cutting experience. So we started 1993 with the first VSL. Then we developed in 1996 the VB solution. Then we make in the year 2000 the first double and triple bridges. So one bridge make the X cut, one bridge the Y cut, and one the Z cut. Then 2010 we developed the VBN solution with a trim cut around 20 millimeters on front and on the back side. And as I said before, 2016 we developed the VSL-A, which we present on the FEAR 2018 on the glass deck.
And that's the history, and I'm sure there are any hard facts, any key facts that you have in mind that you can tell us now.
Yeah, of course. So with this machine we have a better quality, a better edge quality especially. Then we have a better quantity, so we reduce the time, the cycle time. From this we can produce more glasses, and we have a better efficiency. So that means we have less waste and also less costs during the production.
So in this talk, of course, because our watchers are your customers, that means we are very interested in customer benefits of the VSL-A in detail. Perhaps you can say something about that?
Of course. First I want to begin to explain you the functionality from the machine. So, for example, storage system, then we have a float cutting table, and then the VSL-A. So we began, the glass came fully automatic from the loader to the float cutting table. In front of the float cutting table we have a system with a knife. We cut the fold overlap on front and on the reference side. It's very important to have the right accuracy. Then the glass came on the float cutting table. We made the E Deletion on this table, and we transported this glass out to the VSL-A, make the first cut, the front trim cut. Then we make the first X cut. So Then we turn the glass fully automatically, cut the Y cuts, and remove the Y trim cut fully automatically from this machine. Then we turn the glass once again, make the Z cuts, do the removing of the waste cuts once again, and make the W cuts, for example. And the operator only have to lift up the glasses, and the machine works autonomously.
So if I remember all functionalities you mentioned now, I'm sure this machine is better than everything you had before in the lamination glass cutting process. Mr. Scholgruber, can you tell us what is better in terms of quality of this machine?
Sure. As Daniel mentioned, one of our main goals was to satisfy our customers with the quality of the glasses which one we produce with the new technology, with the VSL-A technology. And what is generally speaking quality for LiSEC, and what we want to serve to our customers is, first of all, to produce very high edge quality for the cutted glasses. So edge quality mean and very smooth cutting result, and very stable breakout result, and also a very good separation result with the knife, to separate the PVB interlayer with the knife, very accurate and a very good result. So further benefits in terms of quality are point is the measurement of the glasses. So our main goal, or our additional goal, was to serve our customers with plates that are very accurate, because accurate plates mean that our customers have, first of all, the benefit that, for example, if afterwards a grinding process or polishing process is needed, that the grinding addition get reduced when the glasses are very accurate. And last but not least, quality in terms of edge quality has a huge effect onto the stability of the product itself. The edge strength is rising, and so the product, the glass sheet itself, is stronger when the edge quality is better. And our focus was to improve the quality, or to bring the quality to a next level, that which is satisfying our customers, because spontaneous breakage rates, for example, are decreasing, and glasses are getting stronger, and customers do not have problems with glasses on site, which, for example, getting broken.
If I would buy a VSL-A machine, I would also focus on efficiency, so like perhaps time reductions and so on. This is part of your technology also, right?
Sure, because efficiency was mandatory for us to serve to our customers. We saw the last years before we started the development that the laminated glass market, or the laminated glass demand in the market, was continuously rising. So it was needed to think about a machine which one is serving our customers a solution which cut the same amount or more amount of glass in the same time. And so that was one of our main focus points during the whole development process, to reduce the time for each cut which the VSL-A is doing. And we developed a totally new cutting and separation technology, and one of the most important parts of the laminated glass cutting technology is the heating process, because during detailed process analysis we found out that the heating has a huge effect onto the cycle time, and if we find a solution to decrease the heating time, it is possible to cut laminated glass much faster than before. And I'm be honest that we are serving currently the fastest technology on the market to cut laminated glass.
Mm-hmm. But you not only reduce the time, you also have also less waste, right?
Right, and this is I think and we are, everybody of us is of the whole development team is, everybody is very satisfied because we improved the quality, we reduced the cycle time, so the machine is much more efficient. And last but not least, and one of the most important parts for our customers, we also now serve to our customers a machine, the VSL-A, which one need dramatically less glass in terms of waste. Because I already explained, we developed a new separation technology, and this separation technology allows us to cut fully automatically minimum 20 millimeters of glass, and this 20 millimeters of glass is waste, and so this is a very less number of waste, and everybody who is in glass business is working in the glass business and is aware about laminated glass knows that this product is very expensive and is a very different material, and if we save waste, we save a lot of money during the day, during the year, and so yes, the VSL-A is a highly efficient machine for every customer in the laminated glass cutting business.
One question which interests me personally is about design. In how far does the design influence the power of my machine, the output of my machine, or in the processes that I have in my plant?
The design of the machine and the usability and also the human-machine interface is a very important point, or was a very important point during the development process, because we know it all. War for talent is going on, and is also going on in glass business. So for everybody who is running a glass business knows that to get skilled operators, this is a problem. This is not that easy that it sounds. Operators are very often leaving after the training the plant. So it is needed to train employees again and again. And so our focus point was, how is it possible to serve a machine, or to provide our customers a machine which is very, very easy to operate with, and to decrease the knowledge which one is needed to run the machine. I give you some examples. The machines on the market also are machines which one were 20 years now in the market. It was needed to turn every subplate manually by the operator, to unload every sheet manually by the operator, to unload every piece of waste by the operator and throw it into a container, and to interact with the machine. And these were focus points for us. So we implemented in the new VSL-A technology, in the standard product, fully automatically turning process. So the operator is not needed anymore to turn the glass manually. We integrated into the machine standard functionality and fully automatically unloading process for the waste glass. So the operator do not have to unload the waste manually. And we are using a very easy to operate with human-machine interface. So by the end, the machine is running the production and the operator is unloading the finished products, and this is a huge step forward for us and for our customers.
Mr. Steffenbauer, we heard a lot about the benefits in efficiency. Can you tell us something about safety aspects and ergonomically aspects?
Yeah. Yes, of course. Safety is one of the most important things to protect the worker. So we install on top of the machine an area scanner who scans the area between the worker and the machine. So when the worker go into this area, the machine reduces the speed fully automatically, and when the worker touched into the machine stops. So when the worker go out of this area, the machine runs with 100%. So, and the worker see on the lamp the actual machine status. So when he go inside this area, the light is flashing red. When the light is red, the machine is stopped. And when the light is blue, for example, they gave the operator a signal that he have to do some manual things, for example, to unload the finished glass. And when the lamp is white, for example, the machine is still working. Another point is that for the automatically turning process, we have a safety bar in front of the worker in case of a program failure, for example, also for safety reason. And for the unloading, we have unloading, also rulers to unload the glass manually to help the worker to unload, or we have optionally hydraulic arms who helps the operator to unload the glass semi-automatically. Or we have sorting system after the VSL-A, and the worker only have to touch the glass and bring that full automatically into the sorting system.
Sounds like a great technology, Mr. Rade, but we know that out there in the market there are some competitors also who know how to cut glass. What's the point of differentiation for LiSEC? How do you differentiate from the competitors? Where are you better? Where are you different? Where are you? Where's your position in the market in this?
We always do further steps. We plan further steps. We don't do developments for a short period. We always plan in the future. So when we do a development, it lasts for a longer time. This is a huge step we did, and the main target was fully automation on the machine, fully automatic workflow. The other thing was, of course, the target to reduce waste, as we already heard. Increase the yield, of course, of a stock plate, and we can only do that when we are able to create very small offcuts or trim cuts. And the difference to other machines, to competitor machines, is that normally the machines operate with offcuts or with trim cuts between 60, 80 millimeters in that range, which they can really cut and separate automatically. Our machine can do 20 millimeters, and these 20 millimeters can be done all around on all sides. Doesn't matter where the trim cut is, front, bottom, top, and back. It makes no difference, and also on the offcuts. And this is the big difference. We don't only cut it, we cut it and separate it. This is a big difference, and it causes finally much less waste, and a high yield, especially on optimizations on a daily process. We save up to 2, maybe 3 stop plates, which we normally use on a regular machine. And the other thing is the heating system. The heating system is different from our machines before and from the competitor's machine. These machines work with one long heating bar. That means if they have a cutting length of 3.5 meters, 5 meters, 6 meters, they have to cover is one heating bar, and we use the sear heating. This is a separated infrared heating system. That means we use 900 millimeter heating bars, which we put in line. They are more powerful, more efficient, of course. We can bring more power in at the same distance, so we can heat up the system much faster, and the separation process is improved, of course, and is much faster.
So you succeeded very much in the development of this machine, and you have already, as we heard, the first customers for the VSL-A. Did you get any response, any feedback from your customers?
The response is great, of course, because they see the high output, they see how much time they save, how much glass they save, and a lot of customers already ordered the second machine, as I said. And it makes, of course, sense, because every customer is interested in a short return of investment, and this is definitely given us with this machine.
Mr. Schöckhuber, the trim was already mentioned before. Why is the trim in front so good, and why is it so important?
The trim cut, which was already mentioned, which one is possible on an every side, on the front, on top, on the back, on the bottom, with less than 20 millimeters fully automatically is that important, because for example, very often, I'll give you an example, very often customers asking us, why do you do a trim cut in the front? I normally do not do a trim cut in the front. Why should I do it? And then the simple answer is, everybody knows the laminated glass cutting quality is changing. The whole during the day, during the next truck I get delivered or supplied from my glass supplier, the quality is not every time the same. So it happens that sometimes we have in front 90-degree angle. Next time the glass is not very accurate. And if customers do not do a front trim cut, this misaccuracy is in the final product. And when we do a front trim cut by the VSL-A fully automatically, it is just 20 millimeters, and this is in numbers 0.06 square meters of glass, so more or less nothing. But when I do this front trim cut, every piece I cut in the further process is very accurate, and this is a huge benefit of our technology. It is not, generally speaking, it is not necessary to do a trim cut, but with the VSL-A we serve the possibility to do it and to guarantee always an accurate edge with a strong, very high strength, and yes, very accurate plates have also a huge impact onto the further product, for example, a window.
Yes, in preparation to this talk, we were also talking about spare parts and what can I do with my machine if I have one. Can you tell me something about the availability of spare parts, for example, in the heating solutions or in the heating section?
Especially on the heating system, on the sear heating system, there's a big advantage in comparison to the old system, yeah? Because of these 900 millimeter heating units, yeah? You don't need to have a separate, very long heating bar on stock, yeah? You can keep one of these small 900 millimeter heating bars on stock, doesn't matter how many of these machines you have. Because in the case that some of these heating elements is really broken and needs to be replaced, yeah, you just take it out from the stock, yeah, replace it, and you order a new one. Yeah? And of course, a 900 millimeter unit is more simple to transport and to deliver than a 5 or 6 meter long unit.
Mr. Schöcker, coming back to the customer's benefits, from the customer point of view, if you want to have more output in the VSG, what options do I have to meet increasing demand?
Option number one is which one is available for existing customers, which are currently using an existing laminated glass cutting bridge from LiSEC, is to equip this system with the new already mentioned sear heating technology, with this selective infrared heating units with a length of 900 millimeter. This modification kit is available since this year. This heating system is very easy to replace. The investment is okay, and existing machines stays as it is, but with the new heating system, with the benefit that the quantity which this machine can cut is rising around up to 10%. And possibility number two is for existing customers of us or for new customers to replace the existing laminated glass cutting bridges with our new technology, with the VSL-A. This is increasing the quantity dramatically, because, as already mentioned, the whole process is totally new designed with the new heating system together. It is possible to cut minimum 13% up to 30% more glass in the same space area and in less time. And yeah, therefore, this is what we can offer.
I listened very carefully within the last 20 minutes to your insights, and every one of you was mentioning the heating system or the heating unit. So, Mr. Explain us, what influence does the heating have on the cutting?
Of course, especially the heating is one of the major process to separate laminated glass. Yeah? It's very important to shorten the heating process, do it in a very short time, because this makes sure that the glass doesn't get heated up, just the PVB interlayer gets heated up, and this is what we need, this is the target. Heating up the glass means you cause some stress in the glass, which can finally cause any glass breakage later on. Yeah? So it's very interesting to have a short heating process, which we can do with the SEER heating systems. As we said, we place one heating unit after the other one. There's no gap between the heating elements, and the other difference is, or very important, is that we only heat up the units, these elements, which are really required. That means if I have a 1.5 meter cut to do, we only use the first two heating elements. The other ones, they are not switched on. Yeah? That means we concentrate exactly the energy there where we definitely need it. Yeah? We don't lose it anywhere else, so we save energy as well.
Great. Mr. Schöckow, we have also to talk about sizes. So how many tubers can I process in 1 hour at the VSL-A or production, for example? You gave me an example of 300 square meter.
Yes.
Where are the benefits?
We did an investigation for one of our customers. He asked us, or he gave us the requirement, I want to cut 300 square meters net per shift. And he had an existing machine. With this machine it was not possible to cut this amount of glass. And so what we do was to request from him optimizations. He provided his more or less standard optimizations, and we did an optimization run with the existing machine, which one he has. Okay, we saw 10 to 13% waste glass and more than 7 hours and 45 minutes were needed for the production. Then, compared to this, we optimized the glass with the new technology, with the VSL-A, and the result was we decreased the waste glass to around 6% because of the 20 millimeter trim functionality, and it was possible for us to cut the 300 square meters net in 6 hours and 45 minutes. And this gave us the opportunity to catch this order. And I think, yeah, the customer has the huge benefit. He knows that 300 square meters per shift are possible in just 6 hours, and there's another 1 hour left to cut further orders in the future, maybe.
Mr. Schöckow, depending on the demands from your customers in the end products we have in the lamination process, we have different films. Can you tell us, can your machine cut very hard films also, like for safety applications?
Yes, of course. We can also cut centric glass foils, or from AGC, the Stratobel strong foils. So because of the selective infrared technology, the new heating technology, we gave the maximum of power in one segment, and we only have to increase the heating time for especially hard films, for hard layers, and we also can cut that. So many, I would say, most of our competitor can't cut this laminated glass. So when our customer have currently this problem, they should contact us, and we do make some tests in our own machine, which is located in the glass forum in Haus Mening on our own production, and we gave our customer then after that the right things. So and the right program for that.
If we stick to the cutting process, is there a cutting wheel changer function also in the VSL-A?
Yes, optionally is it possible. So we can install additional cutting head on the top side and on the bottom side of the class. So with two functionalities. First is for serial production. So we measured the way of the reel, and after 20 kilometers we change it fully automatically to the second one. So we changed that. Or functionality number 2 is in a mixed production. When we have different glass thickness, then we change the cutting reel fully automatically to the right one, because regarding the thickness we need different angle of the reels, and so we can process uninterrupted.
Mr. Schöckow, we also talked about the increasing automation in those machines. Can you tell us what are the possibilities for a largely unmanned operation?
Yeah, unmanned operation is a topic which is getting more and more often requested by customers or by big customers which want to reduce the amount of employees in the production, and therefore yes, we can offer solutions which one more or less make it not needed anymore to have an operator directly on site at the laminated glass cutting bridge. Therefore, I mentioned already, the machine is automatically cutting and separating the glass, is turning the glass automatically, removing the waste automatically, and if unmanned operation is needed, we equipped the machine with transport belts, and these transport belts feed, for example, the finished product to the afterwards sorting system, or serve with the belts the afterwards unloading table, where, for example, a robot could be located, and this robot load the sheet automatically onto a rack. And there are many other solutions which one are possible, and we are very open to discuss together with our customers their demand, because we are not serving just standard solutions. We are very open to develop together with our customers new solutions and to improve the process.
Mr. Schöckow, I heard it's a combined machine. So, is it also possible to process float glass with the VSL-A?
Yes, of course. As I said before, in a combi line we have a float cutting table in front of the VSL-A, and so we can cut the float glass on this machine or make the E Deletion, and we transported it out on the VSL-A and break the X cuts on the VSL-A fully automatically, and the operator only have to cut or have to break the Y cut, the Z cuts, and the W cuts, and remove the trims.
And is there also a possibility to identify the processed planes on the VSL-A?
Yes, we can install a laser marking system in front of the VSL-A for laser marking, or a label printer system directly on the cutting head on the float cutting table, for example.
Mr. Rade, as you have an IT background, I have to ask you, which software is available for the VSL-A?
Well, there's quite a lot of things available. Basically, the machine comes with the basic packages LiSEC and LiSEC. Yeah? That means you're able to type in your cutting patterns, your glass sheets you want to produce. You can maybe quickly optimize things on these tools, and the LiSEC is a visualization system, monitor system, which shows which process is done next, what's going on the machine, which glass pane is finished, which is already cut, which want to take off or to transport further to the next machine. Yeah? This is then, and all the office packages, of course, we have like the GPS op, the glass cutting optimization, GPS production control system, and so on, AutoFab, can be used, of course, and the machine can be integrated in an automatic software process.
And can special shapes also be cut?
Of course, shapes can be cut. Regular shapes with straight edges, quite simple. It's a laser-guided system as we know it already. And of course, any other kind of cuts like curved ones, arcs and so on can be done. They will be cut, and of course the separation is manually then.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. Schöpfer, are there any expansion stages? I mean, you heard a lot of what is possible in this machine and how big this development is if I use it in total. So are there multi-bridges in planning or other expansion stages?
Yes, sure. First of all, one bridge solutions are available in 3 different sizes: 3.7 meters, 4.7 meters, and 6.1 meters. And additionally, LiSEC is well known also for multi-bridge solutions. And what does multi-bridge solutions mean? Multi-bridge solutions are then needed when the amount of laminated cutting, glass cutting per shift or per hour should be much higher than possible with just one bridge. And therefore we serve since more than 10 years solutions which one are able to cut 2 pieces in one bridge at the same time. And therefore, yes, multi-bridge solutions are currently in progress. For example, on the virtual exhibition, there you see a very interesting one in the machine area. There is a 3-bridge solution. This solution will be get installed in some months. And this machine, just in short function description, bridge number 1 is separating the X subplate. Bridge number 2 is a 6.1 meter one. This 6.1 meter bridge has the tandem cut functionality to cut 2 pieces at the same time. And bridge number 3 is doing the set and the side cuts fully automatically. So the finished product is done and get fitted to a sorting system. And these kind of laminated glass cutting centers are cutting many hundred square meters per day and is available in 2-bridge solution, straight one, or as we see at the virtual fair, 3-bridge solution in U shape.
Thank you for recommending to go to the campus, go into the machinery room and have a look for the machine and get some more information and detailed product information. Thank you for recommending this. So we heard a lot of things about the development, about your customers, about customer benefits. The VSL-A is ready for the market, but I have a last question to all of you. This concerns the current developments in the field of cutting at LiSEC. So let's start with you, Mr. Rade. What would you say? What's the future?
What's the future? Well, LiSEC never sleeps. LiSEC is always on the way to develop new things. Yeah, of course, we will do the next development steps definitely in the glass cutting tables for monolithic glass.
Currently, one of the most efficient laminated glass technologies on the market to our customers, and now next step is to improve the float process, and I think Daniel can give us some insights therefore.
Yeah. As I said before, we started 2016 with the development from the VSL-A, and now 2020 we are currently develop a new float glass cutting table with the focus on the glass quality, on the grinding quality, and the modularity of this machine.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much for sharing these interesting insights with us today.
Welcome.
And I recommend not only to go to the machinery room on the campus, but to stay here online, because we will show you a video to the VSL-A, which takes some minutes. It will start right after our talk. Thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to our live presentation of the VSL-A. My name is Christoph Stöffelbauer. I'm the product manager at LiSEC for the glass cutting equipment, and I have today the pleasure to guide you through our live presentation of a VSL-A machine which we have installed some months ago in Austria at the customer. Thank you also to the customer to have the possibility to be live on site and discuss together about the VSL-A and see how perfect the machine is working. In front of the VSL-A machine there is a low E Deletion table placed. This low E Deletion table is removing the coating of the coated glass with a grinding wheel. Afterwards, when the complete optimization is low E delete, we move the glass onto the VSL-A table. Here you see the first cut we have done is a front trim cut. A front trim cut is not necessary, but the front trim cut is improving the quality of the further product, because we ensure that the first glass, the first edge is a good quality, and this first trim cut is also improving the quality of each glass afterwards, which we process with the VSL-A. So next one is, which one we see currently, we have done the positioning of the first X subplate. We cut the glass, we break the glass, and we clamp the glass, heat it up with our new developed sear technology, open the gap and cut the PVB layer with a knife. Next is repositioning of the glass before we start the fully automatically turning process. Here you can see that the VSL-A is turning the subplate fully automatically without any need of an operator. The minimum size which one can be turned with the VSL-A is 610 per 380, and the maximum size which one can be turned with the standard option, which one is included, is 2000 millimeters per 3210 millimeters. Keep in mind that the VSL-A could be also equipped with an additionally turning device in front of the machine. This additional turning device has the capability to turn the glass up to the maximum size which one can be cut with the VSL-A. I give you an example. A VSL-A bridge is available in 3.7 meters, 4.7 meters and 6.1 meters. So if the machine, the VSL-A 6.1 meter machine is equipped with this additional turning device, up to jumbo sizes can be turned fully automatically without any need of an operator. This is a huge benefit in every production, because it is improving speed when big glass sheets and structural glazings have to be cut. And there is no need that the operator has to turn the glass, and it is also much safer when the machine is controlling the complete process. Now we see that the operator is just unloading the glasses, and the VSL-A is cutting cut by cut fully automatically. Currently we see that the VSL-A is heating up a Y subplate, a Y waste. After the waste is cut and braked and heated up, we now remove the Y waste automatically and throw this waste into a box which one is positioned in front of the VSL-A. So there is also no need that the waste glasses have to be unloaded manually. Next step is the waste is already removed, and the VSL-A is now turning this Y subplate to cut the set cut. turning is done. Now repositioning is the next process step. Repositioning is done, as you see, with positioning locators. Every machine is equipped with a minimum of 5 positioning locators and up to 6 positioning locators when we are talking about a VSL-A 6.1 meter machine. And huge benefit of the VSL-A technology is that it is equipped with the new developed and patented sear heating technology. As you see here, the sear technology allows us to just heat up the glass length which is needed. What does it mean? The sear technology consists of heating units which have a length of 900 millimeter. I give you an example. A 3.7 meter machine is equipped with 4 heating modules. And 4.7 meter VSL-A is equipped with 5 heating modules. And a 6.1 meter machine is equipped with 7 heating modules. So the huge benefit of the sear heating technology is, first of all, similar heating units with 900 millimeter lengths. So they are much easier to replace if one heating unit gets damaged. They are much cheaper than one long heating bar. And the biggest benefit of all is that each of these 900 millimeter heating models has the same power as a long heating bar compared to other solutions on the market. So, summarized, the VSL-A heating technology allows us that we heat up the PVB foil much faster than other competitor technologies on the market. I'll give you an example. In laminated glass, with 2 pieces of 4 millimeter glass and 2 pieces of interlayers can be heated up in just 4 seconds. Our old machine, which was on the market, needed 20 seconds to heat up the foil, and competitor solutions on the market need up to 25 to 30 seconds to heat up the foil. The VSL-A heat up the foil just in 4 seconds, and this is a huge improvement in terms of cycle time and productivity. But the patented sear heating technology has also further advantages in terms of energy efficiency. As you see here, we are now heating up a subplate with a height of around 1 meter, and there it's just needed to heat up and to switch on just one of these heating modules. This saves a lot of energy, and as I already said, save a lot of time, because each model has a lot of power. What does it mean in numbers? Minimum 30, the VSL-A is minimum 13% faster, up to 30% faster than all other technologies which are available on the market. So this is a huge benefit in terms of increased productivity. As we know all, the quantity of laminated glass which is needed on the market is rising, and therefore we decided to develop this kind of new machine, the VSL-A, to cut this huge amount of laminated glass in the most efficient and the fastest way as possible. And I already mentioned, these models are similar. It's easy to keep them in stock, so it's also improving the stability and the availability of the production, because if something is happening or a breakage is happening, one of these modules can easily be changed. This new heating technology is in every VSL included as a standard. But maybe it's for your interest, During the 2020, we also developed this new kind of heating technology as a retrofitting kit for available for existing machines in the market. For example, to retrofit this new kind of heating technology also to existing VB laminated cutting bridges from LiSEC. So if there is an interest for, please get in touch. As you see, the machine is fully automatically cutting and without any need of an operator, producing in a stable process and very efficient, very fast, and the operator is just unloading the glasses as you can see here. He's pushing just the foot pedal and the machine is going ahead fully automatically. We see also here in the middle there is a laser protection system located, which is ensuring the highest standards of safety. Every hole on the table is protected against that the operator is putting, for example, a finger inside, so the machine is very safe in its operation. And during every cut we lift a safety bar, which is additionally protecting the operator against any issues. Now we see the VSL-A is cutting the next subplate. Now breakout process is happening from the top with a roller, from the bottom with a breakout bar. During the breakout process, we do not touch the glass surface with the bars. This ensures that we do not increase the pressure or the stress inside the glass, and this ensures a very safe process and a very stable process with any spontaneous breaks. After the breakout is done, we totally lift the clamp bars onto the surface, clamp the glass and start with the heating process, as I already mentioned, with the sear technology, which heating up the glass in around just 4 seconds, and we open with the clamp technology the gap and cut and separate the PVB interlayer with a knife. After this process is done, the last step is we check if the knife is in perfect condition, and then unloading of the glass is possible by an operator or fully automatically downstreaming via belts or an additionally connected robot. There are a lot of possibilities available to automate the process of cutting laminated glass in a fully automatic way. I already mentioned the heating technology is one of the biggest benefits of the VSL-A because it allows us to cut glass very fast and very efficient. But the additional and one of the most or biggest advantages of this technology of the VSL-A is that it allows to cut trim cuts on each side of the plate, in the front, on the top, on the back side, and on the bottom side. And please now listen, in just 20 millimeters. This saves a huge amount of glass, and it is improving the optimization result of a cutting pattern dramatically. I give you a short example. On the one hand, we have for example, an existing machine or existing machines on the market which have just the possibility to remove waste cuts and trim cuts automatically up to less than 100 or 150 millimeters. Normally, then the percentage of waste inside such an optimization is around 10 up to 13 or 15%. So a lot of glass which one gets thrown into the container and a loss of money. The VSL-A, as I already mentioned, has the capability to cut waste cuts and trim cuts fully automatically around less than 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters is a dramatically reduced amount of glass waste in an optimization, and this allows us to decrease the waste glass in an optimization to around 5 to 6%. And when we compare now these numbers, 12% against 6%, so you save with the VSL-A technology around 6% of waste glass, and this is a huge amount of money during during a production of a whole year. And one of the biggest advantages of the VSL-A technology against every other technology which one is available on the market. Maybe you say now, okay, for me a trim cut in the front of 20 millimeters is not needed sometimes, because my glass quality is always very good, and my supplier is guaranteeing good quality. But please keep in mind, sometimes quality cannot be ensured by the supplier. Something is happening or breakages are happening, and then it is necessary to do a trim cut in the front, and then you will be very happy that you do not throw away 50 millimeters of glass or 100 millimeters of glass or 150 millimeters of glass. With the VSL-A, you threw just away 20 millimeters of glass at up to 2 pieces of 6 millimeter with 8 pieces of interlayers. So up to 20 millimeters are possible up to 2 pieces of 6 millimeter glass. So now you say, okay, and what is with the maximum glass thickness? For example, 2 pieces of 10 millimeters or 2 pieces of 12 millimeters. Also, a very surprising information, the VSL-A, the minimum trim cut or waste cut which one the VSL-A can process fully automatically with at the maximum thickness of glass of 2 pieces of 12 millimeter and 2 pieces of interlayers is just 50 millimeters. And this is also a big advantage in terms of efficiency, because we know all that thick laminated glass is very expensive, and therefore the VSL-A is a very efficient machine. So what are further benefits? Yeah, I already mentioned the trim cut of minimum 20 millimeters, the patented zero technology, which one allows heating times of just 4 seconds and separation times of just around 20 to 25 seconds depending on the glass thickness. Further benefits are the standard always included turning device, which allows fully automatically cutting of the glass, and that therefore that the operator is just unloading these glasses. And there are a lot of further options available which improve the stability and also the quality of the process. So now I already mentioned cutting quality. Cutting quality is a huge benefit we improved to other available solutions, because we improved the cutting pressure generator is now directly mounted on the cutting heads on the top and on the bottom side directly, so the pressure is very accurate compared to other machines on the market. Our cutting head on the top and on the bottom side are totally independently movable and guided with 2 pieces of linear guidings on the top and the bottom. So the moving process is very stable, and compared to other technologies, we do not use belts to move the cutting heads. We use 2 rods, and the motor is directly connected with the rod, and as I already mentioned, independently movable. So we have always an accurate position of cutting head on the top and on the bottom side, and this is ensuring a very nice cutting result. And we did a lot of tests in the last months and compared cutting bridges which are available in terms of edge quality or edge strength against the VSL-A edge strength, and we found out that the VSL-A is producing glass sheets with a 10% higher edge strength compared to other machines on the market. And this is also a huge benefit because, as you know, if the edge strength, the edge quality of the product is better, the final product has a very less spontaneous break rate, and process is guaranteed to be stable. So I hope you have seen that the VSL-A has a lot of benefits, and yes, if there are further questions, please visit our afterwards starting expert talk to get directly in touch with me and my colleagues to discuss your demands, to discuss your questions, to discuss points which are unclear. And I hope you have seen that the VSL-A technology has a lot of benefits. And finally, I summarize them again. The VSL-A is producing minimum 13%, up to 13% more glasses than in the same time as other technologies on the market. The VSL-A technology is producing better edge quality with a higher edge strength than other technologies on the market, and the VSL-A technology is saving a lot of money because the VSL-A allows to cut trim cuts and waist cuts less than 20 millimeters fully automatically. My name is Christoph Stöffelbauer, and this was the live presentation of the VSL-A, and I wish you a nice day. Thank you and bye bye.